The rapid fire system, in fact, is the result of a very long history, a long roadmap of different steps. And in particular, I think 15 years ago, we had the first work in the aim to define a new system against drones on air targets. In 2012, we made some trials in the east, in the south of France, at Biscarrosse exactly. It was the first trials against the drones. We hit directly a Banshee drone at 2.2 kilometers. The advantage of these trials, in fact, it was a confirmation about the accuracy and precision of the 40 CTA cannon. The 40 CTA cannon is a new cannon developed 25 years ago by a joint venture between BAE and Nexter at the beginning, because the new name of Nexter now is KNDS. KNDS is a new brand for KMW and Nexter due to the objective to have one ambition and one team together. About the rapid fire system, it's an opportunity for KNDS to introduce a new version, in fact, because about this program we signed the contract with the French Navy 2 years ago, and we delivered the first serial system several months ago on the BRF Jacques Chevalier. The BRF Jacques Chevalier is a tank ship, a tanker in fact, and it's the main armament of this ship. For us, the next step will be very important because it will be the 4th of July with the first firing on this boat in the south of France. And after that, this boat will begin a very long trip around the world with an opportunity for KNDS and Thales, and I will explain after that why, to promote this turret. Rapid Fire, in fact, is a project managed by Nexter and Thales, KNDS and Thales. Thales is in charge of the site of the firing computer dedicated against air targets. In some words, it's already a new turret, it's a digital turret, where it will be possible to identify the type of target and to propose directly a policy of firing for the gunner. That is already completely new because it will be possible to manage up to 7 targets in the same time. And the computer will have this capacity to propose the best policy of firing in the aim to maximize the probability of kill of the target. The first perimeter is in fact the turret plus the sight. The advantage to have the sight directly on the turret is the best way to manage the parallax between the line of sight and the line of the cannon. And after that we had, it's possible to add, it's an option to add a radar. It's an X-band radar made by Thales too, with the capacity to detect all targets up to 30 kilometers. And last evolution is to add a missile. Why? In fact, because the medium caliber will fire on the future position of the target. That's why, again, cooperative targets, it will be the best system due to the cost of kill, in fact, of this system. But if you would like to engage a no cooperative target, it's a good thing to have a missile. The LMM missile was normal for this evolution, because the next step in the future will be to have a guided ammunition. And we made some trials several years ago with the DART, in fact from the Star Trek missile, in the aim to demonstrate the capacity to have the laser beam riding system inside of the sight. And the LMM missile is based exactly on the same technology. That's why it's an opportunity for us to install very early the laser beam riding system directly inside of the site. That's why we will have no problem of that, because we include this topic or this objective very early in the development. For us, the first step is the contract for the French Navy. The second step will be for the land forces. You will see inside a very small mock-up about this system on the new MK2 chassis César, developed for the new version of the César vehicle for the French Army on export market. Because this type of solution is a very good answer against the new threat, the new air threat, and in particular It's the lesson learned, I think, in the Haut-Karabakh, in Ukraine at this time, with the risk to have not only one target but several targets at the same time, where it will be very difficult to have the good shield against this sort of arrow. The main difference with our competitors. Clearly, it's the first point is on the fully electrically driven cannon. That's why you have a very high level of reliability. And if you have if you are an expert, you will recognize very easily this new architecture because an advantage to have the cannon in a pod because it's the best way to improve a lot the reliability. And the 40 CTA cannon is a very particular cannon because we will load the ammunition exactly at 80 degrees of the line of the cannon. This advantage, we have no constraint about the elevation of the cannon and the autoloader of the system. Another point, the shape of the ammunition is very easy to manipulate. That's why inside we will have an ammunition handling system, a loader of ammunition, where it will be possible to select directly the right ammunition against the right threat. That is clear. This diameter, 40 mm, it's enough to have smart ammunition, and in particular a chronometric fuse inside of the ammunition. That's why you will have an airburst ammunition. Against drones, you can imagine the advantage of that because it will be not necessary to hit directly the target, but it's just necessary to fire very close of the target. It will be enough. And the next step I explained just before, you can imagine tomorrow to have a guided ammunition directly in the aim to engage no cooperative targets. And that's why you will have something where it will be possible to engage all sorts of targets, rockets, missiles, aircraft, helicopter, drones. And it's an all-in-one solution if you would like to have missiles or radar in the aim to have all-weather system. And that's why it's the best proposal available in the world at this time.